Hey everybody, I'm Hap.
And I'm Morph. And today we are talking about the episode of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After that just aired.
I mean, I know it's again, but this was the episode that you should have watched.
This was a pretty good one. Andre's awesome. I like Andre. So anyway, stay with us.
Going down the rabbit hole. Welcome back, all you DTR-Hers, to the newest game show for the 90 Day Fiance, and it's called Are You Dumb? This show was inspired by Larissa's friend Hannah, who told her,
Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
Yes, that actually happened, right? So in this game show, what we're going to do is give you a few different scenarios of a few different people from 90 Day Fiance, and we're going to rate them on a scale of 1 to 5 how dumb we think they are. So, let's get to know our contestants.
So, contestant number 1 is Larissa. She's our big, beautiful Brazilian with a fetish for Botox and a penchant for violence. Right, yeah. Contestant number 2 is Colt. He's a codependent mama's boy with a thing for Brazilians and, likes to sport his European underwear.
Interesting.
And then lastly, we have Andre. He's the man's man that listens to no man.
Wow, these sound like great contestants right now, okay? All right, let's start the game, right? We'll start with contestant number 1, Larissa, all right? Her situation, matter of fact, go ahead and explain.
So her situation is she's been kicked out of her home from her best friend, Casanova, Carmen?
Carmen?
Yeah, whatever.
Carmen, something like that.
She's a minor character in the show.
Yeah.
She's been kicked out of her house by Carmen, and now she's a homeless Brazilian here in the States. So what she does now is she calls her ex-boo, and who's currently her new boo?
New boo.
Yeah.
New boo.
Her ex-new boo. She's moving in. So let's go from there.
But don't forget, right? She's already been arrested a few different times for domestic violence. She likes to beat her partners.
Severely.
Oh, she talked a whole bunch of mess when she broke up with her new boo. And then when she got back with him, found out he talked a whole bunch of mess about her. So that's a pretty bad situation.
Not only that, but she talked a whole bunch of mess, a whole bunch of crap, and, told all her friends and stuff, and now they hate the new boo, which is why she's having to move out.
This is just a mess up situation. I don't know how it could get any worse. But hey, Morph, what would you say? What do you think that where she is on the scale? 1 to 5.
Considering that, she kind of burned all her bridges.
She did.
She's got no place to go.
And one more strike and she's getting booted out of the country.
One more strike and she's back to Brazil.
Yes, sir.
I would give her a 3.5 stars.
Really? A 3.5?
3.5.
That's a pretty steep price to pay. I think I'd probably go with a 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a 3 for Larissa. Let's move on to contestant number 2.
Contestant number 2 is Colt. He is now went to Brazil to meet the love of his life. And in the process, Mama, who is Mama Debbie that we all know and love. Mama Debbie. Anyway, my bad. Sorry, Debbie, just there's something about that mole. Anyway, Mama Debbie, she's not really feeling it. She thinks that Colt's moving too fast. She thinks that Jess is moving too fast. And she's not really liking where it's going. It's kind of seeming she's a little jealous, actually.
She is a little bit jealous. I on the one hand, she is definitely acting jealous, but on the other hand, I kind of understand a few of her points. They are moving a little bit fast. He's only known her for 2 months, and they're already talking about marriage.
And
now,
kids.
To give you a little bit of background on this, Colt was previously married to Larissa, and now he's trying to marry Jess.
After knowing, let's see, what did he say? He had known Larissa for 6 months?
Something like that, yeah.
6 months, and what, now he's with Jess for 2?
Been with Jess for 2, and they're already talking about
I really think Colt is just looking for love in all the wrong places.
On top of that, during a meeting with Jess's family, Jess decides to curse at Colt's mother.
And tries to facepalm her.
That is unacceptable in my book.
That's in your face.
Oh, that's wild. All right, so, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and start this one off.
Go for it.
On this scale, I'd probably give Colt's about a 4.5 stars.
4.5.
4.5.
Really?
Because he's repeating the same pattern over and over and doesn't even see it playing out. It's right in front of his face.
I would go with another. I'd probably do a 3 for Colt.
Really?
Yeah, and my logic here is due to he's kind of playing out the same scenarios.
Right.
However, it's not like Larissa where he's burned all his bridges. He has nowhere to go.
True.
Because once, if this relationship doesn't work out, he can still go home to Mama.
Okay, I can completely understand that. He's at home with Mama anyway.
So really, he's lost nothing if this doesn't work out.
That is very true. That is very true.
So for that reasoning, I give it a solid 3.
Although, if it progresses the way he wants it to progress, he might be back in the same situation, getting beaten by another woman.
That's very true. However, we can't judge on what we don't know.
True, very true.
This is what we've seen thus far.
I got you. All right. So we are at, let's go with contestant number 3, yeah.
Which is Mr. Andre,
yes.
Who doesn't want to listen to shit.
He doesn't.
He doesn't care about your questions. He
No.
doesn't care about your opinions.
No.
He doesn't care if you even have money. He wants to sit at home and play PlayStation while he takes care of the baby.
You know what? In this particular episode, it was revealed that he doesn't like to work at all, which is unusual for their culture.
And he used to be a popo.
He did. Used to be, although I don't know how you're a detective after only being with the police for 1 year, but he did used to be a popo and then moved to Ireland for unknown reasons.
And had he stuck in Moldova, he could possibly be a rich man. If he had been patrolling the streets, he could be taking bribes from everyone. And that's totally legal there.
It's legal.
Looked away
Ish.
from.
Yeah, something like that.
Common practice.
Right. For me, I would definitely say, you know what? Let's hold off on me. What do you say about Andre?
So, with Andre, for one thing, I think that they need to stay away from his dad's wine. Because, obviously, Moldovan wine kind of brings out the tempers in people. So, if you watch tonight's episode, you'll know that there was a big to-do at the dinner table. Like, Mama Andre, she put on the full spread for everyone.
She did.
But it got ruined when Elizabeth's parents started questioning him.
There was a lot of wine.
And over and over again.
And hey, maybe that wine was made with the grapes of wrath. So, what kind of score would you give Andre in this scenario?
So, considering that Elizabeth's parents are his meal ticket,
All right.
they usually pay for everything. I even think they paid for the trip to Moldova. I could be wrong, but I know they're paying for the wedding.
And they offered him a job.
Yeah, they
Multiple
did offering
times.
him a job multiple times.
Yeah.
So they're kind of his meal ticket, and he's doing nothing but pissing them off.
True. Very
So
true.
for that reason, but due to his livelihood solely depending on Elizabeth and her family, I would give him a solid 4.5.
I think that I would actually agree with that, right? I'll give him a 4.5 because, like you said, he's biting the hand that feeds him, basically.
Yes.
He's not doing anything to help the situation, and his free ride is about to go down the toilet.
His own family has even said that he doesn't like to work.
Yeah.
So this is not just a problem since he's been in the States. This has been something consecutive, if I could speak, that has always happened and always been I guess it's a trait of his.
Yeah, it's definitely a chronic issue in my opinion.
Yes, thank you.
His family even tried to ask Elizabeth's family if he could get him a job.
Yeah.
Right? That's pretty bad when your family has to ask for a job for you.
Yeah. So with that reasoning, I think Andre would be like I said, a good solid 4.5, and you said you agree?
I definitely give him a 4.5 as well. That makes him actually the winner in our Are You Dumb contest. So, hey Morph, why don't you tell them what they won?
You got the...
Johnny, tell them what they won. We have 2 all expense paid tickets. Well, really, they're just coupons, but you get 2 free entrees at Cheddar's.
At Cheddar's. That is 2 chicken fried steak dinners. Now, I will go ahead and say you can only use one per visit. but you get 2.
2. Well, that's all we have for you on today's.
Actually, I got one more thing, Hap.
Oh, really?
One more thing. So, in other news, Erica's riding the dude train.
What?
So remember, if you guys like this episode, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.
Going down the rabbit hole.